My friends, we have one more inductee we want to be able to share with you as we get to, of course, our honor of our services and one more of your stills to be able to take a look at. Drew, thank you very much for navigating so well between our videos and our stills in between. But I want you to be able to take a look at this, because if there's someone who knows about working for a cause, oh my goodness. Outstanding Young Woman of America. Outstanding Elementary Teacher of the Year. Recipient of the Order of the Longleaf Pine, once again, the highest honor of service bestowed to a civilian in North Carolina. Chairperson of CareNet Counseling of Wilkes, past president of the Friends of Wilkes County Library, chairperson for the graduate chapter of our sorority scholarship committee, and so much more. This is the story of a true giver. Someone that, since being the youngest of 8 children, has embodied the true meaning of a lifetime of education for all and service beyond herself. Work for a cause, not applause. But tonight, we share the well-earned applause for our next inductee, Miss Glenda Denny Adams.
Sister Adams is one of the ladies that people gravitate to. People really look forward to speaking with her. She's always having something to say and share her experiences and share, those helpful nuggets that mostly young people and older people need as they journey through this thing we call life.
When she went away to college and got her education, she saw a need to come back, knowing that there was a need and an opportunity for her to help the community that she lived in and to help the community that helped raise her to be able to grow and to thrive.
I met Glenda in 2011 when I started with CareNet Counseling, and she was part of our board of directors. And immediately I knew with Glenda that she was a serious person that got stuff done. She was just like, this is important, this is important, this is important, and really focused and passionate about the people she wanted to care for in the community.
I met her in my freshman year in high school, and we went to high school together, went to different colleges, then started dating after college. She's just an amazing woman. She works hard, loves to cook, makes great foods, great mother. Teaching children, underprivileged children. She loves that. Just her love to be able to help children, I think really sparked her in that direction.
Everybody around knows her. They see and just the impact that she's had on their life. It's a warm feeling for me as her son to be able to see that, because it knows that all of the things that she would discipline me through and to teach me is that she's using that with other kids that she had, and they're able to come back and reflect and thank her. It might have been tough for her, but it paid out in the end for them.
She's still passionate about education. Her work was with special ed, which is a whole different beast sometimes. That some people are not gifted for that, but she is very much gifted for those who need those special needs attended to.
She's been a part of CareNet for over 40 years. She has helped us go from a place where we had like a part-time counselor staff person to we have 10 now. And over the last decade, we've gone from like 2.5 clinicians to 10 clinicians. She's impacted a lot of people that she doesn't even know. I was trying to figure out if I could remember all the stuff that she told me that she has done, and it's not possible. I have truthfully never heard anybody say a cross word about her. She is deeply respected and deeply loved, and I think it's because of her commitment to the county.
And she says, this shows her age. When I see my students now, so that really shows my age, but she loves it. Well, from the way they see her after they graduate from high school or they're out in the world, they always run to her and tell her what great jobs that she has done with them and how she got them on the right road, and just amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we bring up our final inductee of the evening, somebody who gets stuff done. Would you please welcome to the stage Miss Glenda Adams. You heard in that video the gifted element that it takes to be able to do this work. And we think about from education, as we get a picture with Miss Adams, that education is not the filling of a pail or a bucket, but education is a lighting of a fire. And this person has lit the fire. Please, once again, Miss Glenda Adams.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. It is indeed an honor for me to stand in this position this evening. I could not have done it without all of the people surrounding me, giving me their support. But first of all, I must tell you that I must give honor to the one who placed me in Wilkes County with a chosen family. He is my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, and God the Father. I was selected to be born into the gracious family of James and Virginia Denny, my parents, who taught me that nothing will be obtained without hard work. And to do that hard work, you must be willing and diligently working at that task. So I want to thank those who have supported me. Thank you, Diane Swain, my friend and co-worker, for thinking of me of being worthy of this award. My most gracious thanks and gratitude to the Hall of Fame Committee for their consideration of me. And my supporting family, my husband, James, our children, Lamont, his wife, Zara, and their children, our grandchildren, James and Mia. Our son, Ian, his wife, Bridget, and their son, Bailey, who have always been there for me in all of the endeavors that I have attempted, because without the support and the village around me, I definitely could not have done all of what everybody says I have done. As far as I can remember, I have always wanted to be a teacher since I was a small child growing up in the neighborhood of the Woodlawn community. My teachers through elementary school at Woodlawn Elementary School and high school at Lincoln Heights were my mentors because they showed they cared and they wanted all of the students to be the best that they could be. I wanted to share that joy of learning with others, and a scholarship to Livingstone College began my educational journey. I wanted people to feel the exhilaration that I felt when I read a piece and I learned a new line, and when I found out new knowledge. I wanted people to feel, and a lot of people do not feel the way I do about Macbeth. When we study Macbeth, I want them to feel the exhilaration of what the writings of Shakespeare could do and what it has done and lasted all these years. The acquiring of new knowledge was one of the things that I wanted everybody to experience, and the confirmation of what I thought I knew. As a teacher, I can tell you that there are no words that can adequately convey the inner feeling of exhilaration you see when a student is reading for the very first time a sentence very fluently, without an error and without stumbling. And these are students with learning challenges. Teaching has brought me great joy and has allowed me to share the areas of teaching outside of the traditional classroom. I am still enthralled after all of these years of teaching. Excitement when I see young people and people of mature ages exhilarate when they read a passage for the first time. It doesn't matter if the reader is 8 or 80, but that exhilaration and that warm feeling to know that I had some part in that. Again, I am honored and appreciative to be in such a prestigious group who have been honored before me, and I thank you, and let's all continue the love of teaching because learning never stops. Thank you.